My outlook for Brent in 2013 is pretty much more of the same, I think. At the moment, it's trading in a downward channel that it's been in since mid-September. Now, the resistance of that channel, we're quite close to it at the moment. But given the demand outlook in Europe especially, you have to ask yourself whether or not there's significant upside left in the Brent price. And I think we could well see it come under further pressure. However, there is a caveat. If we break above the 112 resistance area, then we could see a move to 117. But overall, I'm fairly bearish on Brent, and we could well slip back towards the 102 level. My outlook for copper is pretty much more of the same. This year it's been trading in a broad sideways consolidation, two converging trend lines, one with upper resistance around the $3.75 mark, one with lower line resistance at $3.45. I think what's most interesting about copper is that given the fact that China is supposed to be recovering, the copper price isn't really supporting that, which suggests that maybe inventories in China are probably still at fairly elevated levels, and I think that could place downward pressure on the copper price given the fact that the global growth outlook, or particularly the European growth outlook, remains fairly muted into 2013. When I look at the FTSE and I look at the 6,000 level, which is the 2012 highs, and then the 2011 highs at 6,100, you have to ask yourself whether or not we're quite near to the highs in the FTSE. So I would suggest that even if we do go higher, I think that top side in the FTSE could well be limited. I think it could well be limited to 6,100 at the very extremes. Overall, I think we're probably going to see a similar sort of price performance that we saw this year, sideways range trading, but with a slightly higher base.